Hello everyone, I'm Alice. In this video, I would like to present my midterm project entitled Bioalt First Learning, a first step to fall in love with bioinformatics algorithm. This is the outline of my presentation. Let's start with problem definition. In Korea, where there is a relatively small amount of natural resources, bioinformatics development is of great national interest. However, bioinformatics labs, especially in Department of Computer Science, Ihwa Women University, is relatively not popular. Not popular here means that the lab member consists only few students in compare with other labs. The main causes are usually computer science students think that learning bioinformatics is similar to studying biology, since bioinformaticians need a solid background in computer science and also a good understanding of biology. This is not 100% wrong, but this perception has weakened the initial intention to dive into bioinformatics subject. Offering a regular bioinformatics course actually one good way to introduce bioinformatics, but it seems need more time with longer expectation to catch students' interest. Therefore, a system to introduce interesting bioinformatics topic is very important. In the first stage of designing the application, I took an interview with Susan, a new PhD student in Ihwa. Susan has joined the bioinformatics lab, but she's still confused about whether to choose a bioinformatics topic or a natural language processing topic because professor in charge is an expert in both subjects. Based on what she heard, bioinformatician is one of the popular future careers which gives many new meaningful insights into human life, and also one of the prospective careers due to its salary. Furthermore, she saw that all things related to biological facts, while information science grow rapidly. She thinks learning bioinformatics is important, but it means she has to learn biology. Even though quite a lot media for learning is available, Susan feels confused about where to start. He also said that she has to do more experiment for new contribution. And Susan honestly said that she's not good at biology and it is a bit difficult to learn bioinformatics without biology knowledge. At the moment, she has not enough time to learn bioinformatics intensively because she has to take major courses which are absolutely not related to bioinformatics. Since her dream is to get a doctoral degree in bioinformatics, she expects to get a basic concept of bioinformatics in the middle of her limited time. From Susan's case, even though she has decided to join the bioinformatics lab, she is still confused to take the subject for her main research. We can absolutely estimate how low the interest of other students outside the bioinformatics lab is. Well, the main problem can be stated as follows. Students in computer science major are usually reluctant to dive into bioinformatics field because they don't want to spend a lot of time restudy biology. Our solution should deliver the system by which they can understand a basic bioinformatics essential concepts that show how computer science is simply applied in biology. Like other academic subjects, actually there are quite a lot of resources giving the bioinformatics learning service. For example, from Udemy, we can see Learn Bioinformatics from Scratch. From Future Learn website, we can see Artificial Intelligence in Bioinformatics. And from Coursera, we can choose a course entitled Biology Meets Programming, Bioinformatics for Beginners. In general, we can directly access the research through the website, or we can download the course provider application if we want to access it via handphone. Most of them provide video, eye-catching text, quiz, Q&A session in order to give a truthful insight to users. However, for some students, this application would be pricey because they have to buy it before accessing the content. Moreover, the syllabus is usually aimed for general users, not specifically for computer science students, and commonly the material is too deep with a quite long time to complete the course. In 2003, there was a paper that gave an introduction about some concepts in bioinformatics, especially for computer scientists. This is actually a good starting point to present choose an interesting topic of bioinformatics that computer science students should have. The implementation of paper in the form of handy application will be beneficial to introduce bioinformatics attractively. To complete the existing resources, fill the gap in terms of specific user and limited of time for study, and mainly to solve the previous defined problem, I proposed BioAlg First Learning, the learning application for computer science students, which introduced some important and interesting concepts in bioinformatics. With this application, it is expected that computer science students will fall in love with bioinformatics, particularly bioinformatics algorithm. To represent the different user types that might use BioAlg First Learning application, besides Susan, I also interviewed Aini, a magister student in computer science from Indonesia. Here are their persona. Both of them has a similar goals in terms of bioinformatics field. Moving to the storyboard that visually predicts and explores a user experience with a product, the story actually starting from the occurrence problem where Susan interested in bioinformatics, but due to her lack in biological concept, he tried to learn absolutely from zero step. Unfortunately, she found that so many resources available, making her confused about where to start. Susan needs an application by which she can understand an essential concept bioinformatics, which show her how computer science is simply applied in biology. The content of the application should not be too detailed, but it gives Susan important basic concepts that stimulates her to learn further. It is expected that after learning the basics, Susan is motivated to study the subject in more detail. Here we go to the application prototype. I use Figma to design this prototype. In general, at first, users should make an account so that the application can save user information in their database. Right after signing up, there will be 5 basic concepts in bioinformatics to learn. Choosing one course, for example, will bring us to this new window displaying background concept, Python coding area, video, and quiz. In the background concept, there will be a tag explaining the concept. For example, what is a sequence alignment, why is it important, and how is it work. In the Python coding area, there will be an example of code, and user can copy the code to be executed in other environment. There will be an audio-visual explanation in the video window, and following this, after each course, there will be a quiz to measure student learning understanding. The learning progress of each course actually can be seen in this bar. It is highly expected that the proposed application can give a beneficial effect in terms of available media for learning lightweight bioinformatics concept in the form of a mobile learning application. The presence of this media hopefully give a positive effect so that computer science students or users are interested in bioinformatics and intend to dive more into the subject. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.